Hello, so recently, there's a little story behind this now. I interviewed Peter Aziz, a shaman, as you can see below me there. There's quite a few interviews with him. Now, how did I come to do all these interviews with a shaman? Well, basically, I was coming from, I live in Turkey, and I was going to Edinburgh for a month prior to the Edinburgh Festival, so I could rehearse some material, because I had a show to do there. I was going to do this show as a comedy character called Nob Stewart. The less said about him the better, really. But basically, I went via Amsterdam because I've been wanting to take ayahuasca for quite some time. So I went via Amsterdam, and there was a workshop with ayahuasca, and this Peter Aziz was taking it. And the next day, he had a workshop there. And out of all the people I've ever listened to on the internet, you know, all these gurus that are out there and all these people with lots of knowledge, when I done this workshop with him, it's called Take Your Power Back, and he started talking about stuff straight away that was related to the Freeman Society or Lawful Rebellion, basically tpuc.org, if you check that out. A guy called John Harris started a video there, started a website there. He started talking about that stuff, and I was like, whoa, somebody else knows about this stuff. And then I was like, wait, and then I started asking him loads of other questions, and he had brilliant answers for them all. So rather than do 2 weeks hardcore improving my material for my Edinburgh show that I was due to do in August, Peter had a course on in Devon. It was a body electronic course. A healing workshop, in other words, for 2 weeks. So I went down to Devon to study that. No. That's crap. Okay, this is an interview. Okay. Hello, okay, now, I recently had the chance to interview Peter Aziz, who is a shaman. He's based in Devon, in England, and he comes from a Hungarian lineage. Basically, his grandmother was a Hungarian witch, and when Peter was 8 years old, he started studying shamanism and healing with plants, and he was doing yoga at the time as well. So from 8 years old up until now, I think he's 49, if I remember correctly. So that's quite a few years, 40 years he's been doing this kind of stuff. And he's a highly knowledgeable person. Because I know, because I asked him loads and loads of very difficult questions, and he had a great answer for them all. So that's why I wanted to interview him. It's also how I had the chance to interview him, because I'd done a one-day workshop with him in Amsterdam. I was on my way to Scotland to prepare for the Edinburgh Festival, and I went via Amsterdam to do an ayahuasca session, and Peter was the shaman taking that ayahuasca session. The next day I'd done a workshop with him called Taking Your Power Back. Because I liked his knowledge so much and I liked Peter so much, when he told me he was doing a 2-week workshop in Devon, I jumped at the chance, and basically I didn't rehearse my material for my show as well as I possibly should have, because I felt getting healed was more important. And I'll tell you more about that healing workshop in a different section of my website. But right now, please, first of all, watch these videos, these interviews from Peter. Some of the stuff I ask him, you might think are quite strange questions. So what I would recommend you do then is you go to Peter's website, which is Aziz Shamanism, AZIZ, shamanism.com. Have a look around there, read the introduction and whatnot, then go to the books section. In the books section, you'll see 3 handbooks, PDF handbooks to download. And if you'll see my healing interview, part 1, 2 and 3, then that is where I got the questions to ask him. Those particular questions that I ask in the videos below. So basically, if you watch the videos, it's a good introduction to the handbook, and then that goes into it in more depth. I've also bought his book as well, which you can read, which you can order from his site, and I would recommend that book, because there's loads of interesting stuff in there about the aura, your spirit guide, your higher self, tree spirits, and all kinds of interesting stuff that we should be getting taught in the schools, I reckon, rather than chemistry or geometry or whatever other pile of rubbish they teach in there, because this stuff is actually useful, especially if we apply it in our daily lives. So that is my introduction to Peter. Please watch the videos, and he does talk a little bit fast, I do realise that, but you can still pick it up if you turn the volume up enough and play it 2 or 3 times. Then you too can take your power back and start to become healed. Enjoy the interviews.